everyone, it's your girl Bridget Ekpo. You're welcome to my channel. Today I have a very special guest. She's my girl, she's my colleague and a friend, and I brought her today specifically because of some of you ladies who have said to me on my channel on numerous occasions that you're struggling to find love again, maybe because your relationship has broken down, or you've had children, or for whatever reason that it's difficult to find love in this our Obodo, aka overseas. Well, help me to welcome Nike.
Thank you. Hello everyone. It's nice to be here. Nice to have a chat with you, Oyinbo. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So Nike is going to talk to us today about finding love again. Nike's story is really inspirational. I tell you, I'm very, very happy for her because Nike, we're not going to go through the backstory of what happened and all that, because the Bible says that all things have passed away. No, so we're focusing on now and the future. So I'm just generally going to be asking Nike about finding love again. What happened? So she's got kids, and she was in a relationship before that's broken down, and now she's found love. And she's very, very happy. You can see the smile does not leave her face. So what's the secret, Nike?
Number one is just God. And it's I'd say when you're looking for something desperately, you tend not to find it.
Right.
I wasn't looking. I suppose love found me. As against me finding love.
Love.
Initially, I didn't know what it was. Initially, the guy didn't know what it was as well. We didn't know when we were heading. But we thank God today. We're not there yet. It's a journey. It's been rough. But we bless God today. I wasn't looking. I found when I wasn't looking.
Right. So some ladies are saying that because they have children, it's like it's not allowing them to have relationships, because some African men, once you have children, it's like they don't want to date you or they don't want to be with you. Is that
No,
right?
I suppose that's a myth that is strongly ingrained into us whilst we were growing up. It is completely fallacy. It's not true. It's not right. I am with my partner, is single, and there's no baby mama drama anywhere.
Right.
And I am a divorcee with 3 children. So I've got a grown up and I've got 2 little girls as well. And we're happy. It's an established family. It's not, the children don't even, it's not an issue. You won't come into my house and see any difference. You don't know who is who. You don't know who is who. So I'd say that is not an issue. And number 2, if you're a self-sufficient woman, you're self-reliant, I'm a career woman, I'm a social worker, I'm well educated, I'm striving to improve my life, my career every day, and I'm doing more to improve myself, visibly more to improve myself. So I am not a burden to anyone. I can stand my own ground. He can stand his own ground. And initially, people kept saying, oh, what does this guy want from you? It could be papers. And I was like, no, we've traveled the world together. We've been everywhere. It's not papers. Some people could also say, oh, is it because you've got, maybe, you make money,
more money
because of everyone knows, being a social worker in this country. And I'm like, no, he's got his own job. He's the man of the house. He pays his way. He does what he's meant to do. He's responsible. And I even say, sometimes I don't even spend my own money. I use my own money for my own things, not the household things. So it's a myth that if you have children, you cannot find love.
Right. So where should you be looking? Sometimes you said you weren't looking when you found him, but if you're actively looking, where should you? Because the problem I have with our most of us Africans who live overseas is that our lifestyle is so limited, in that we don't really explore. All we do is go to work, go to church, go to work, go to church, come home. So what should people who are looking, we're talking about single parents now, how should they go about it, or where should they be looking?
That question is very difficult for me to answer, in the sense that I am not a party goer per se. I'm not a socialite. I don't fit into the circle of socialites. I have quite a lot of friends, but I'm not that kind of girl who would say, oh, this weekend I'm going to a party, next weekend I'm going to another party. I'm a home girl, if I would say. But if I were to be looking, I would socialize more. I would choose my friends and choose them wisely, because that plays a big part in everything you do. Sometimes it's who knows who. We're Africans, and that's how we tend to do our things is,
Right.
or Bridget knows someone who's looking, and
They
Bridget knows
introduce
I
you.
am single
Yeah.
and I'm a good girl, and that also has its own disadvantages.
Yeah.
But at least it's more credible.
Yeah.
You know who to go to if there's a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
You know what to do if there's
Yeah.
a problem. So I'd say socialize a little bit more.
I agree with you in terms of introduction, because I've introduced quite a number of people before, and to be honest, I'm not really happy to. I'm not happy to do it again, because what tends to happen with introducing people is that, especially if it's the guy that you've introduced to to the woman, if anything happens, maybe things don't work out, they always come back to
Yeah,
you.
they come
They're
to
like,
you.
oh, you introduced me to this person, he's done this. I'm like, okay, I'm not responsible
Exactly,
for
for him,
him. You were
yeah.
looking and I saw that he's
It's up to you
available.
to use your
So
discretion
I
to
mean,
make it
relationship
take
is between
longer.
two people, so
True.
it's not, there's no guarantee that because someone introduced them that it's going to work out. So online dating as well. What about online online? We do everything online.
True.
Abroad, you look
It's
for work
funny,
online, you
yeah.
buy houses online, you buy cars
True,
online.
very
So
true.
what about relationships
It's funny,
online?
yes, we can. I'm not going to completely rule it out that you can't find love online. Yes, you can find love online. You can, but you have to be careful.
Right.
It's I say just in everything you do, just pace yourself.
Right.
Pace yourself. When I first met my man, I wasn't ready to pace myself. I was like, oh my God, I've got this.
You're
I have to be
you're
mine
falling
tomorrow.
head
I was
over
head
heel.
over heels. It got to a stage, even my being too enthusiastic wanted to ruin my relationship.
Yeah.
Because he's someone he's a socialite. He's used to his freedom. I've always been a home girl my whole life. I started my life very early, so I'm used to being that family woman. And I wanted, you have to be a family man tomorrow.
Right.
And we had our waters wasn't very settled because I was coming too strongly, and
Right.
he was like, "Oh, my friend, you have to take it easy now.
Right.
You actually want me to stay."
Right.
So I got to a stage I sat down and I took an inventory of my own life, and I said, "Well, what do I want?"
Right.
It's not 100%. It's not 100%. It can never be 100%.
Yeah.
But then you weigh you weigh disadvantages and the disadvantages. You weigh what you're looking for
Right.
Against what you have.
Yeah. I suppose it's about, the love that you have for
Yes,
one another,
yes.
Respect,
yes.
and being accommodating and
Yeah,
being patient.
that is the key.
Yeah.
Because it's so difficult to mine was very, very quick, very rapid, and a lot of people even told me, you shouldn't have introduced this guy to your children.
Yeah.
It's too early into the relationship.
I think that's another issue. When you have children and you are dating, that's another issue for single parent, because you're like, when should your children meet him? Because what it is that when you are a single parent and you're dating, you want to be careful how you bring men
Very
home,
true, very
because
true.
if you keep introducing different men to your children,
true.
it becomes very confusing
Very
for
true.
them. They don't know who is who.
Very
You understand?
true, very
Especially if
true.
you have daughters, you want to
True.
be careful.
Yeah, very, very
you know,
true.
so that your children don't think like,
Don't think,
okay,
oh,
mommy is
this is-
dating
yeah,
this, dating this, and dating that. Another thing I was going to talk to you about, Nika, is about the pace that you talked about. I find that even as single girls, for people who are not even, they are not single parent, we African ladies tend to be always in a rush when we're in a relationship. We always want things done
Yeah, but I
quickly.
suppose if you've been there, done that, you've been through a very horrible period of your life where you've been with somebody and that relationship is broken down, and you met somebody, you don't want to waste your time. You want to know where you're going. In my own case, I wanted to know where I was going.
But does it really matter where it is going? Shouldn't
That's
you
the
just
point.
enjoy the journey?
Yeah, that is the point. It's
Because we
what
see
you want.
Caucasian couples, they've been together, they have kids, they are not married,
True.
but they are living happily.
True.
I think we always focus more on the ring,
That's
on
true.
the ceremony,
That's true.
instead of focusing on the
No, I
relationship.
think it's we want stability. We're thinking, and I had the same thought that getting the ring would give me stability.
Yeah.
At least in my own mind, I know that this is where I am going. I have reached my bus stop.
Yeah.
But for the man, it's like, you're rushing me.
Yeah,
You're too
I know,
fast for me.
I know.
But I still say it's you sitting down and just knowing what you want. What do you want? Do you want to be married or do you want to be happy?
Yeah.
And it got to a stage, my partner actually asked me,
That's
"Do you
a
want-"
very good question.
My partner actually
There's a
actually
difference,
asked
isn't
me,
it?
There is. He said, "Do you want to be married or do you want to be happy?" I said, "I want to
Wow.
be happily married." Which simply means you can have.
I like
you
that.
Can
He
have
said,
the both
I want
of
to be
yours.
happily
Yeah,
married,
you can
because
have-
it's possible to be
Yeah,
married
it is,
and be
not
very
happy.
unhappy.
That's what he said.
Okay.
And I said, well, I think if you actually put your mind to it, you can be happily married.
Yeah.
Which was what I wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted to be.
Women always
married.
got married, don't we?
Yes, we do. I suppose it's how we were brought up.
Yeah.
We were brought up to be family people, and not everyone. In saying that, not everyone wants to be married. Not everyone. Some people want the flexibility of still being a single girl with nobody to control them and say, sit down here, don't go here, don't go there. Which is why it still comes back to saying, what do you want as a person, as your own person? What do you want? Do you want a settled lifestyle, or do you want to enjoy your life?
Yeah.
So if you want to enjoy your life, then it's not advisable to bring the man into the home very quickly, or for the children to meet the man very quickly.
Yeah. So
if you want to be married, you might as well just sort it out with the guy, know where you're going, and
I suppose it's just and when you meet someone, if you're a single parent and you meet someone, it's for you to evaluate
exactly
what you have before you decide on the next move. If you're going to bring him home to meet the children,
be responsible yourself. Be self-reliant.
You need to take your time.
Take your time. Have your own job. Don't be too pushy. We African people, we African girls can ask. We can ask.
No, men are asking now.
But we
guys are asking now. If they meet women now, they're like, they'll be
men.
asking you, what job do you do? Why do they ask what job you're doing?
You'd want to know if this person can fend for you.
No, women ask. Now men are asking as well, what job do you do?
Nobody wants, that's because nobody wants liability.
Right.
And I keep still saying that I don't know what my partner is seeing in me. I don't know. But it might be the fact that I am not a liability to him.
Right.
He wouldn't have to feed me and feed my children. He does his own part, but it's not
like all your responsibilities on him.
Exactly. And that's what men actually shy away from, whether we like it or not. It's the fact that this one you're bringing all your baggages, and now I have to. My children need new clothes. You come to you, and you're on benefit. You're not working, and then you want the best. You can't have the best of both worlds.
Right.
Is it that you want to be on benefit, or you want to be?
So financial independence is very important.
Very, in my opinion, I think it's key.
You need to be able to hold your own.
You need to be able to hold your own, and it would even give you respect. Everyone will respect you before even when he goes out and people think, oh, he's dating someone with kids. The next thing will be, this girl has a good job. This girl can stand her own ground. She's not a liability to him, and that's when you begin to see, okay, this might be love, not anything else.
You see, the problem I have is with inequalities, Nike. Right. When men have children, it's not a problem. If they've had children from multiple women, it's not a problem. But once a woman has had a child, it's like it reduces you, or it reduces your potentials to find love. Why?
I suppose nobody knows your story. They don't know where you're coming from. They don't know what has happened. We, especially in our African culture or Nigerian culture, believes if your marriage didn't work well, it's because you as a woman didn't make it work. To make your marriage work, which is complete fallacy.
It's always a woman's fault.
It's always a woman's
when
fault,
a relationship breaks down.
Which is wrong. My previous relationship, I did everything. My children, I have an 18-year-old and then a 5-year-old and a 4-year-old, and they have the same dad, and that goes a long way to say that I stood there and took all the nastiness I can take, and it just got to a stage I just felt I shouldn't have to live like this. I can move on and actually have a life, and I wasn't looking. I'd already, in my mind, I had this idea of what lifestyle I wanted to live. Like, you know what, that's it. Now I'm ready to play and I want to party hard. But I suppose God had a different plan for me. Right. And I met my partner the way I met him.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you because, we have double standards for gender in Africa. We do have double standards because men, they can do anything they like and get away with it. Nobody sees it. It's just like, if we're talking about being single as well, for single girls who's never even been married or who don't have children. Nobody says, a man is a problem, if you're not married. But for women, it's always, it's always unheard of. People judge you based on your marital status.
Very true.
The thing that disturbs me, we already know how we are in our African culture and, our system of beliefs and all that. But for people who have lived abroad for a number of years and you say you are westernized to a certain extent now, should people still be thinking like that?
Well, I suppose we can't control people's thoughts. We can't dictate how they. Everyone to his own. You're entitled to your own opinion. For we girls, it's not even no matter how westernized or how well read you are. It's not a thing of joy to come out and say, "Oh, I'm single and I'm in my 40s and
But
I'm
can you be single and happy?
Yes, you can do. Definitely.
Right.
It's not marriage is not it's not the ultimate. It's amazing if you sit 1, 2, 3, 4 girls down and ask them what they're going through in marriage, you wouldn't even want to marry.
Right.
Yeah, everyone has.
And that's the thing about Africans. We lie and pretend about our marriages.
But when we go as it's fun, it's interesting. Oh, honey boo boo. I see pictures on Facebook and Instagram. It's all a lie. There's no perfect man out there.
It's all show we show we.
And another thing is our level of tolerance as well is one thing. And then some of us girls, we have this long list of what Mr. Right should look like. My sisters, if you have that, just go and tear it. Read the paper. If you have a shredder, shred it. And just let go and let God, because your kind of man might not be. Some people say, "Oh, I want him tall, handsome, 6-pack." Have you got 6-packs? Exactly. We don't have 6-packs. So we say, "Oh,
every girl wants 6-pack. This 6-pack will lie. It's not going to end.
And some of us don't have 6-pack. We have this big belly. We have to.
We don't have big belly. You see girls that they're horrible. They'll be looking for 6-pack.
Exactly.
That's why I say people set unrealistic goals.
Very young. And some people are like, "Oh, it has to be well read. It has to be educated. This degree." My dear, it's not about degree. Degree does not bring happiness. Degree doesn't even mean that man will be responsible for you or towards you. Some people have no degree at all. They just their secondary school certificate and they are happy and the best man you could ever meet. Well, some people are PhD and their shoulders are this high. They are
proud,
perfect. They are proud. You can't talk to them. You can't do anything. So if you have a list, don't follow a list. Because your list might not be his list. Right. You might be right for each other, but that list might be the only obstacle between the two of you. So I'll kick against that.
Right. I suppose what women out there, if you're watching, what you should be looking out for as a single parent is how does it treat you?
And how does it treat your children?
Your children, if it eventually meets your children, how does it treat your children?
Exactly.
Is it warm towards them? Is it open towards them? Does it see them like part of you?
That's true.
Does it, that love that he has for you, is it extended to your children?
I suppose,
people say that a man who is not the father of children can never love them.
No, I don't think so. Mine was very different in that when I met my partner, he was supposed to come and pick me and the children to a party, and that was how we met. And in the car, he just got on well with my children. I was asking, it wasn't big. I didn't fancy him. There was no sparkles. There was no love at first sight. I wasn't thinking it. I just asked, are you married? And he's like, no. I said, do you have kids? He said, no. I said, you're good with children. He's like, I just like kids. And that was how it started. So me having to introduce him to my children I had no choice. You didn't put him off. Because I didn't have a choice, because that was the purpose of him coming to pick me in the first place. Right. He was supposed to take me and the kids to a party. And then he came back, and then he came back, and then he came back. And if you come into my house today, he does the school run. You won't know the difference. Right. And mine, basically, because my children's father is not in their lives anymore. So he completely fits in.
He just stepped in.
Yeah, he just stepped in. And
see?
Another one is,
can you hear that? He stepped in. He stepped in. So it's possible. Somebody that will love you will love you, irrespective of your status. If you're a single parent or you're not a single parent, if you have children or you don't have children. But like Nika said, you got to work on yourself. What are you doing? Yeah. Don't just spend all your day partying and being on social media.
If your relationship breaks, take that time to work on your life, work on your career. Choose a career, choose a path. Don't just sit down and sulk and be depressed and just pick up yourself. When people see you, they're like, oh my God, you're not this age.
Yeah.
Or, oh my God, you don't
Women
have
a way of mourning things that
go.
Things that was never even good in the first place. We'll cling on to it and we'll mourn it for life.
If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Just move on with your life. Pick up on a hobby. Pick up on what you like doing. Improve yourself. Right. And in so doing, you're putting yourself out there to be noticed. And that's how people will see you.
Right. This will be very, very interesting. Honestly, I could sit here and talk all day with Nika because I'm just so happy for her. You can see how happy she is. She keeps smiling, giggling. When a woman is in love, you don't need to ask anybody. Just look at her, you will know. She's just
stop it. It's just God.
All of you out there who are looking, single parents that you are looking, it is possible.
It is possible.
Just ask God to lead you to the right. Nika is a living testimony that it is possible. Having children is not a sickness. It's not an infirmity. It's not an illness.
It's not.
God did not make a mistake by
No.
making you have those children.
Not at all.
So anybody that loves you will embrace your children.
True.
They will be happy. Children is not going to put them off.
No.
So you can find love again. And I pray that you do by the grace of God. Thank you, Nika, for
You're
coming.
welcome. Thanks for
It's
having
been lovely
me.
having a chat with you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. That's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please click on the subscribe button. It's right there is the red button, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye-bye. Bye.